is more powerful than medication, correct? When you understand your body, you stop depending blindly on medications. You start taking the right decision. How many of you believe that education is more powerful than medication? Type A in the chat box if you believe that education is more powerful than medication. Yes, let me know in the chat box. Yes, good, good, good. My dear friends, that is exactly why I want to show you something now. Okay? Out of the thousands of people that we have worked with over time, I want to share just two stories with you, okay? Stories of people who we educated to understand their gut, reset their digestion, and slowly move towards better health. So, are you ready to see how this looks like in real life, my dear friends? Yes? Do I have your permission? Please type P if I have your permission to share the stories of people whom we educated, who trusted that education is more powerful than medication. Yes, thank you, thank you. My dear friends, let's start with Chirag. This is his detox journey, what he was facing, and what changed for him. Thank you very much, sir, for your detox journey sessions. So it was wonderful. I was having severe acidity since last 7 years. Almost on alternate day, I was taking PPIs. But now, since last 10 days, I have left the almost last 7 days. I have left the medicine. My dear friends, this was just one of the thousand stories of people who have healed with us. Out of them, I want you to hear the second story of Vivek. Yeah, I have been the person who has been. I was suffering through acidity, bloating, indigestion, constipation since last maybe 12 years, 15 years. I don't even remember. I've tried all the different medications, visited so many doctors, tried Ayurveda, tried homeopathy, tried allopathic medicines, everything. But honestly, this is the best and the most effective thing that I've gone through in my life. And I have practiced everything religiously, whatever you said, everything. I've been in touch with Dr. Kumar also, and I've been following your practices. And I'll tell you, I feel much, much better. Daily, I have the habit of going for motion in the morning 3 times. Then again in the afternoon, I used to feel bloated, and I used to feel indigestion in my stomach. I used to go to washroom again around 12 p.m. in the office. Every time I was in the office, I used to feel discomfort in my stomach, and whenever if I have to go out, so supposed to be market, I have to leave the office, then I always used to think twice, because I used to first go to the washroom and then I have to go out, because outside it was not very easy to find the washrooms. Also at night, maybe after 4:30 p.m. in the evening, I used to start feeling acid reflux every day. This was my daily practice. And when I used to come home, I used to again drink a glass or 2 glasses of water, and then I had to go to the washroom in order to feel comfortable before having dinner. But to my surprise, everything is gone. Like 80 to 90% relief I've got from following the practice, and this is magic. Seriously, it's a magic. And detox juices, detox treats, following the diet, everything is phenomenal. I've lost 3 kgs of weight also, and that too only from my tummy, not from the entire body. So that is again very amazing. Today I did enema. That was also a great thing. I'm feeling very light. I feel that I'm flying in the air, and I feel happy from inside. So I would say this has been amazing therapy, amazing journey, and I seriously want you to continue this not only for these 10 days, but as many days as possible. Because I never ever imagined that I could have dinner before 7 p.m. And these days I have been religiously having dinner also by 7:30. Either I come back home early or I get my salad or something in the office. And everything I've been following, and I'm getting the results. So very, very happy and very satisfied. Thank you so much, sir. Very grateful. My dear friends, you can be this person next, healing all your gut issues with us by understanding your body and giving it what it actually needs. At Heal Easy, we believe that your body is your biggest doctor. It has its own healing ability. It does not need more medications to heal. It just needs the right environment and the right education. But you know what? Unfortunately, no one taught us that. No one taught us how. Not in college, not in school, not even during our most of our doctor visits, right?
So today, I am going to guide you step by step. In the next few minutes, I am going to teach you the right education. You're going to understand how your digestion is designed to work, what blocks that system, and how the waste builds up, why medicines are not fixing your gut issues, how this waste triggers acidity, gas, constipation, bloating, all your gut issues. And then, only for today's batch, I have a special surprise for you. Tell me, my dear friends, how many of you love surprises? Yes, love getting surprises? Drop S in the chat box. Come on. Let's be super interactive. If you want the surprise, only if I see S in the chat box, I'm going to share that surprise. Yes, type S in the chat box. Come on. Yes. If you stay with me till the end, my dear friends, I have a special surprise for you waiting. Yes. And then after that, I am going to explain the Heal Easy path to you, which is a medicine free and gut free life. Yes. How many of you are ready to live a healthy and happy life? Type me in the chat box. Yes. Finish all your gut issues. Yes, and live a medicine free life. Come on, type me in the chat box. I love this energy. Yes, so many of you. Correct? And I'm not going to just give you a bonus. My dear friends, along with the food combination cheat sheet, for those of you who will stay with me till the end, and the bonus, I am going to give you a special bonus of worth rupees 1 lakh rupees. Yes, this is another bonus which is waiting for you if you stay with me till the end. And now I want to be very honest with you, okay? If you want to get the full benefit of this webinar, there are few rules that I want you to follow, okay? If you're looking for quick fixes, instant relief, or magic shortcuts, I am telling you this right now that this workshop, this webinar is not for you. I kindly request that you leave right now, okay? I'm sincerely requesting you to leave if you're looking for any of this. But if you want root cause healing, you want root cause fixing, a disease free life, and you want natural solutions instead of depending on medicines, then, my dear friends, you are in the right place. If you're ready to understand your body properly, you will benefit today a lot. Okay, who are ready for that? Yes, type me in the chat box. Who wants root cause clarity and long term change in all of their gut issues? Yes, then you are in the right place, my dear friends. How many of you came here for naturally solve your problems, all your gut issues? Yes, type me in the chat box. Come on. How many of you think it won't be possible unless we have clear grounding rules? Correct? So, are you ready to follow some grounding rules to make this webinar super powerful for yourself and others? Yes? Type R in the chat box. To get the best value, type R in the chat box if you're ready to follow some grounding rules with me to get the best experience and benefit from this webinar. Come on. Yes? Okay, yes. My dear friends, to get the best value, there are few rules. First is please find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Okay, then second, please put your phone on silent. And third, keep a pen and notebook ready because you're going to need it. There are no recordings that we provide after this webinar. It is a live webinar. Okay? And the last request, please do not flood the chat box with a lot of questions. Okay? I know many of you may have many questions right now, but I can't answer every question right now. Otherwise, we won't finish this webinar on time, okay? We will hurt others also. We will waste other people's time as well. So I request everyone to write down their questions, park them, and ask them at the end of this webinar. After I finish this webinar, we are going to have a question and answer round. So we are going to answer every question that you have, okay? So don't flood all your questions in the chat box right now. Is that a deal? Yes? Can I get a D in the chat box if that is a deal? Come on. Let me know if that's a deal. If you want answers to all your questions, is that a deal to not flood the chat box with all your questions right now and keep it till the end of the session? Yes, type in D in the chat box. Awesome. Yes. And my dear friends, this knowledge that I'm sharing with you today is part of our Heal Disease mission to help 1 million people reverse their chronic gut issues naturally and permanently. So tell me, how many of you want to be part of this mission? Yes, not just for yourself, but to set an example for your family, your community, to finally break free from the medicine cycle. Type I in the chat box. Yes, if you want to break free, want to set an example for everyone, for yourself. Yes, look at that I is coming in. This is the energy I love. Yes, each one of you typing I, my dear friend, you have made a powerful decision today. Yes, you are ready to find the natural solution. Yes, are you ready? Yes, all right. Let's begin. Let's begin our journey towards healing, natural healing, with understanding your digestion first, okay? Why? Because if you don't understand how digestion works in your body, it's like driving a car without knowing how the engine works. You might drive the car, you might reach a place also, but in between, if the car breaks down, you will not know how to open the car, what is wrong in the engine, correct? You won't know how to fix it. And that is the reason we need to first understand how the digestion works. Most of us think that digestion means khana khaya or bas. We just eat food and that's all. But that is not the real case. Digestion is not one single action. It's just not one single action. It is a process. It happens in step. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Okay? So today I'm going to tell you about those steps and I'm going to explain them. Let's start with the first step. The first step of digestion happens in your mouth. Yes, as soon as you start eating, your body begins the process in your mouth itself. You chew the food, the saliva in your mouth mix with the food, and believe it or not, around 20% of the digestion happens right in your mouth. Yes, that's how important this step is. Okay, let's move to the second step. Then from the mouth, your food moves gently through the esophagus to your stomach. This is the second step of your digestion. Here, your stomach acts like a powerful mixer and chemical processor. It releases strong acid digestive enzymes that break down food. Okay, that break down food. The food is churned and turned into a semi-solid liquid. Yes, semi-liquid. That is the stomach's job, to transform this food, the solid food that you're eating, into semi-liquid form that your body can later absorb. Okay? Then, my dear friends, comes the third step. This semi-solid liquid moves into your intestines. This is the third step. This is where digestion becomes really, really important. Okay? This is where the body decides what can I use and what can I let go of. Okay? The useful part, which are nutrients and all the material needed, the useful part of the food is absorbed. It becomes energy, nourishment, and support for your body. And whatever the body does not need, which is meant to move forward and leave the system naturally. Okay? That is how a healthy digestive system works, step by step. How many of you have been with me till here? Yes? Understood the digestion? Give me a D in the chat box if you understood the digestion. Come on. Yes, understood the three steps. First in the mouth, then in the stomach, then in the intestines. Come on. Yes, understood. Wonderful, wonderful. So now that we have completely understood the digestion process, let's move to the next part to understand the hidden waste inside our body. Okay? I want you to think about something very simple. I have a question for you. Let me see who answers in the chat box to this question. The question goes, we eat food every day, we drink water, we take medicine, supplements, tea, coffee, everything. Correct? And our body has one main job. Remember digestion I taught you just now? It must digest what it needs and it must remove what it does not need. Correct? But what if this process is not happening properly? What if your body is not able to clear waste completely every day? Every day after you eat, your body should pass through. Correct? Now answer me in the chat box. How many of you are actually clearing all the food that you put inside your body? Yes? Come on, let me know in the chat box. Are you doing that? Are you clearing all the food that you put inside your body? Yes, a few of you. Come on. Some of you don't know what that actually means. How to calculate. Yes? How many of you don't know how to calculate? Tell me if how much food we are actually pushing out of our body. Yes? Don't worry, don't worry. Let's do a simple calculation together. I want every one of you to count with me on your fingers, okay? We are going to count how much food we are putting inside our bodies, right? So let's begin. Let's start with our average day, how it looks. First, you wake up. Most of us, okay, most of us start with that cup of tea, hamari pyari chai, correct? Coffee or tea, and that is one. Then you have your breakfast. Some of you have poha, idli, dosa, paratha, toast, all what not, correct? That is your two. Count with me, two fingers till now. Then we eat our lunch, which is a proper meal. We have dal, rice, roti, sabzi, everything. That is three. Then in the evening, most of us are hungry. We eat snacks with tea along with some biscuits, namkeen. Correct? that is 5. That is 4. And then we have dinner time, another load of work, another full meal, that is 5. How many of you are with me till here? Got 5 fingers? Yes. Type 5 in the chat box if you got 5 fingers. Correct? Yes. Look at your hand. 5 times a day your input is wide open. 5 times a day you're calling your poor stomach on duty. You're making your digestive organs work. Now let me ask you the other side of the same question. In those 24 hours, how many times do you empty your stomach properly? Yes, let me know in the chat box how many times are you emptying your stomach properly? Once a day, yes, I can see in the chat box. Once a day, maybe once in 2 days, sometimes only with the help of some churn, correct, or some medicine or some home remedy. So let's put it side by side. Look at the balance sheet of your body. Input is 5 or 6 times a day, but output is 1 time or even less. So when food goes in every day but waste does not come out properly, where do you think the rest of it is going? It does not disappear. It does not evaporate. Where does it go? Can anybody tell me in the chat box? My dear friends, the body has to keep it inside. Yes, it stays inside. It stays right there, hiding in the corners of your intestine. This is the part that nobody tells you. And this is the secret behind the heaviness, bloating, diseases that follow. Let me explain you all of this with a very simple video. Okay?
The undigested old food starts collecting inside, within the intestines. Over time, as we keep indulging in constant overburdening of our digestive systems or in unnatural eating patterns, this undigested food keeps collecting and collecting where? On the walls of our intestines, हमारी आंतों में.
My dear friends, this is just like your kitchen dustbin. Think about your kitchen dustbin for a moment, okay? What happens? You store all the waste in that dustbin, correct? You throw the waste, vegetable peels, leftover dal, scraps of fruits, everything. Now imagine you don't empty that dustbin for 4 days, okay? And remember, the dustbin is sitting in your kitchen, the kitchen is warm. What will happen in the dustbin? Tell me in the chat box. Yes? Come on, let me know in the chat box. What will happen in that dustbin if you don't empty it with all the waste? If you're not emptying it for 4 days, correct? Yes, most of you are correct. It will rot. Exactly. It will start rotting. It will start smelling. And when you look inside the dustbin, when you go to throw it out, you'll see something at the bottom. You'll see a dark, sticky, foul smelling liquid which is stuck to the plastic, clinging to the plastic. You can't remove it easily. Why? Because it has become part of the dustbin itself. Similarly, inside your body, the dark, sticky liquid is your undigested food. And inside your intestines, there are small finger like projections called as villi. And their job is to absorb vitamins and nutrients from your food. But when food is not digested properly, it becomes dark and a sticky liquid. And that liquid covers this villi. See, these are villi. The dark liquid will cover this villi, just like the image, like mud on your hands. The villi cannot absorb vitamins now. What they do, instead they start absorbing the dirty liquid. And slowly, our blood is no longer getting nutrition. It starts getting waste, just like an unclean dustbin. My dear friends, let me show you a video to make it clear how actually it happens in our body.
This is how our intestines look. They have millions of tiny finger-like projections called villi. When we eat these unnatural dead foods, they stick inside our intestines in the form of waste. Over the years, this waste forms a thick coating on the walls of our intestines. The villi absorb whatever that is stuck to it and transport it to the bloodstream. And from there, it's delivered to each and every cell of the body. Now imagine, if there's rotting dead waste sticking to our intestines, then automatically that's what the villi absorb and transport to every cell. Naturally, this waste surrounds our organs, blocks their functioning, and we call it disease. If it sticks to the layers in our skin, we call it acne, eczema, psoriasis. If it forms a stone in the kidney or the gallbladder, we call it a stone. What accumulates in the ovaries, we call it a cyst. And here comes problems like PCOD, menstrual disorders. If it sticks to our intestines, constipation, and constipation is the mother of all diseases. If this waste gets stuck in the airways, making it difficult to breathe, we call it asthma. If it forms black inside our artery walls, we call it cholesterol.
And this undigested waste, my dear friends, sits in your intestine. And do you know how much actual waste you have right now? Do you know how much undigested waste an average person carries inside the body? Yes, can anybody guess in the chat box? How much waste do you have inside in your body currently? Okay, half kgs, 1 kg, 2 kg. Let me tell you, you are nowhere near that. My dear friends, studies have shown that your body can accumulate up to 5 kgs of undigested waste. Yes, 5 kgs of undigested waste is sitting inside your body, which is there, just there, rotting. That is the weight of a full bag of rotting waste that you're carrying inside your body every single day. That waste is sitting there, it's fermenting, creating pressure, blocking the absorption, poisoning your body slowly. And unless that waste is cleared, your body will never truly heal. So, this entire responsibility of to remove this undigested waste gets on your body. Yes, how many of you understood this? Yes, please type you in the chat box if you understood the waste sitting in your body and your body's responsibility to remove it. Correct? And if the body did not remove something or did not do something about it, it will just let all this undigested waste circulate freely. If it just let that happen, the damage could be worse, could be very, very far dangerous. If this toxic waste flows freely inside your bloodstream and reaches the heart or the brain, it will damage everything. But you know what? Don't worry. Your body is not stupid, it is not careless, and it is very, very intelligent that both of us combined, my dear friends. Yes, our body is very intelligent. It is a genius. It makes a decision, it makes a survival decision. It says, let me hide this waste somewhere where it will hurt the least. Let me tuck it away in a corner where it won't kill me today. So it doesn't remove the waste, it simply stores it, waiting in the hopes that you will remove it. So it stores it in your fat cells, it hides it in the lining of your joints, it tucks it away in the deep folds of your intestine. And this storage is the beginning of almost every condition, chronic condition that we see today. How? How many of you are curious to know how? Type C in the chat box if you're curious to know how. Tell me how are this storage function of our body is giving rise to conditions. Yes, let me tell you. If this waste is stored in the large intestine, you call it constipation. If this enters into your small intestine, it messes with your digestion, it disturbs your gut bacteria. Doctors call it SIBO. If the body sends this load to your liver, the liver starts storing fat to trap these toxins. We call it fatty liver. If the body pushes these toxins out through your skin, you see eczema, psoriasis, all your skin issues. If it reaches the ovaries, it shows up as PCOS or painful cysts. My dear friends, these are not 5 different diseases. These are 5 different storage areas in your body. Your body is doing something amazing. It is trying to protect you. Your body is saying, this food is not digested, but I want you to survive. So let me store this waste somewhere safe, for at least now. So, just like how when our house is full of dust and suddenly we get a call that some relatives are coming, what do? We don't clean everything properly, right? Because we don't have the time. We quickly cover the beds, the sofa with bed sheets, right? From outside it looks okay, but the dust is still there, correct? Your body does the same thing. When there is too much waste inside and it cannot throw it out, the body tries to hide it, the problem, in the storage boxes, which are your organs, just to protect you. And this is not just a theory. Research from Harvard has shown something very interesting. It has said that when the body is not able to process or remove waste properly, it does not throw it away immediately. The body stores it in different organs and tissues, and over time, diseases start showing up in the same area, in the same organ where the waste is stored. Tell me, is this shocking? Yes? Oh my god, now I understand the source of all my issues. Type OMG in the chat box If you feel like, oh my god, nobody ever told me this. Yes, if this makes sense to you, if this just shocked you, just type oh my god in the chat box. OMG. Yes. But you know what? What is the saddest part here? The way we respond to our bodies protecting us. How do we respond? We respond by taking medications for it. And that brings us to the next part in our healing journey, which is understanding why medicines are not working. My dear friends, when the body stores this waste inside different organs, this is how it shows up and how we react to it. Okay, just see, I am going to share how the storage body is storing in the location. What is the location? How that location responds to it, and what we do in order to stop it. Okay, when your liver gets overloaded with waste, so your body is storing that waste in your liver, you develop fatty liver, which is a disease. And what do we do? How do we respond to it? We give insulin sensitizers to manage it. When your waste starts building up in your colon, you get constipation. We respond with laxatives to flush it out. When your small intestines get overrun with bacteria, you're diagnosed with something called as SIBO. You get antibiotics to kill the bacteria. When your skin starts pushing toxins out, it shows up as psoriasis or eczema. We suppress it with steroids, creams. And when your ovaries get overloaded, you're told you have PCOS, we give contraceptives, we give balance it out with hormones. My dear friends, these are different organs, different disease names, different medications for all of it, but all of them have the same storage function inside the body. So tell me, why are we always treating the symptom and not fixing the root cause here? Why are we not emptying the storage box? Why are we only silencing the body's signs by taking more and more medications? Why are we doing that? And when we silence all our body's signs by taking medications, the relief feels temporary. Your acidity will settle down for a day. Your constipation will clear for one day. Pain will reduce for one day. But the next day, the problem will come back. This happens because nothing was removed, nothing was truly cleared. So the body was only silenced. It was never completely healed. My dear friends, it is just like spraying air freshener on rotting dustbin. It might hide the smell for a while, but the real problem is still there. It's still inside. And that's what many modern medicines do. They cover up the symptom, but they don't clean the root cause. And my dear friends, you know what? When you keep doing this for years and years after year, you get trapped in something dangerous. You get trapped in a vicious pill cycle. Yes, it starts with just one pill a week, then two. Then suddenly you're taking one pill every day, every 2 days. And before you realize it, you're taking three pills every single day. Tell me, my dear friends, how many of you experience the same? Yes, type me in the chat box. Started with just one pill a week, one medication a week. But then today you are taking so many medications. Yes, type me in the chat box. My dear friends, this happened to my father too. Yes, but I'm not saying that medicines are evil. No, they are life saving in emergencies. And sometimes they are necessary. But they were never meant to clear your long term waste from your body, from your system. They manage the pain, but they don't purify the body. That is why, for many people, real healing never begins with taking more medications. Yes, how many of you understood this? Type yes in the chat box. Yes, if you understood why medicines are not helping you cure your gut problems. Yes? Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, my dear friends. Now, my dear friends, it's time to shift our mindset from asking the wrong question, that is, which medicine should I take, to the correct question, which is how to empty the storage box so that I won't need medicines anymore. This one question, this one single question can change your entire healing journey. Yes. So tell me, how many of you are ready to ask the right question so you can get you and finally get the right answers? Type yes in the chat box right now. What is my body trying to release so that I won't need medicines anymore? Are you ready to ask the right question? Yes, type yes in the chat box if you're ready. Amazing, amazing. I love this response. You know what I love more? Your awareness, the mind shift. Because healing begins with a change in the mindset first. Okay? So now that you're understanding why medicines are not working, we are going to move to the next part. we are going to answer the right correct question that you have asked. It's finally time to show you the answer no one is showing you. My dear friends, you will never find such an explanation anywhere about what is really happening, going on inside your body. Okay? If you're curious to know the real reason, type C in the chat box. I told you in the beginning, I feel your energy. Please, let's be interactive. Drop a C in the chat box if you're curious to know, to get the answer to the correct question that you have asked today in this webinar. Yes? Okay, come on. Let me tell you the reason behind all your gut issues. My dear friends, it starts with understanding this one thing. Okay? Understand inside your body the temperature is always around 37 degrees Celsius. Okay? It is warm and it is humid all the time. When you eat food and you remove it from the body regularly, there is no issue. Meaning, when your digestion is smooth, you have no gut problems, there is no problem happening in the body. But when that food stays back behind as waste for hours, days, sometimes even weeks, what does happen? Tell me, what will happen to the food that is left in the body heat for too long? Your body is humid, right? What will happen? Correct. It will not stay fresh. It will start breaking down. First, it will ferment, then it will rot. And, my dear friends, in nature, what happens when something starts rotting? What happens? Germs and bacteria starts growing there. The same thing happens inside your body as well. The body becomes food for undigested bacteria, parasites, and all the harmful microbes. And when these harmful microbes eat the waste, the undigested food, they release their own poisonous leftovers. Do you know what these leftovers are called? Yes, I'll tell you. These leftovers are called toxins. And these toxins are produced by these harmful parasites feeding on your undigested waste. Now, the toxins which are created are very, very harmful to the body. So, what does the body do? You know, body tries to push it in the storage box, correct? The same way the body tries to push toxins out. But this space inside your gut is very limited. So, the body starts pushing the toxins in gas or fluid form. The body pushes it wherever it can find a gap. And that push, that force is what we call toxin pressure. Now, listen, this pressure will not behave equally in everyone. It will depend entirely on which direction the toxin pressure is getting pushed. Okay? If the toxin pressure moves sideways, okay, your stomach swells up, you feel tight, you feel like your belt is too small. We call it bloating. If your toxin pressure moves down, but wait, there is path already blocking the old waste, then nothing moves. We called it constipation. If this waste is goes upwards and you feel it in your brain, a heavy throbbing pain, we call it migraine, brain fog, and headache. If this toxin moves up, it pushes the stomach acid upward, right in your throat. You feel that burning sensation. You know what? Doctors give it a big name, GERD or acid reflux. My dear friends, acid reflux occurs when stomach acid flows back in your esophagus. A weak valve, there is a door between your esophagus and your stomach to stop this acid from coming up. But when you have a weak wall at the bottom of the food pipe, it allows the pressure from the stomach to push this acid upwards. It is like a shaken soda bottle or a champagne bottle. When you shake it a lot, you open it, all the pressure, all the liquid inside it comes out, right? Now imagine that same liquid is your acid in your stomach. It comes directly in your food pipe and it irritates the food pipe, causing you burning and flare ups. What do doctors do here? What do anybody do here? They take an antacid. But, my dear friends, the acid was never the problem. The pressure from the toxins was pushing the remaining acid up in your body, up in your esophagus, giving you acidity. Now, that I'm talking about something as acidity, I am about to show you a shocking truth about acidity that no one told you. Yes, how many of you are interested in knowing the truth, the real truth about acidity? Drop a T in the chat box. Come on, let me know, let me see that energy. If you want to learn the real truth, why acidity is happening, what is the shocking truth about acidity? Drop a T in the chat box. Come on. Yes, yes, wonderful, wonderful, my dear friends. Yes. Let me ask, how many of you think acidity happens because we have too much stomach acid? Yes. How many of you have that belief? That type me in the chat box. that acidity means you have high stomach acid. You believe that? Yes? Type me in the chat box. Almost everyone believes this. I believed it too. My father believed it too. But today I'm going to show you the truth that nobody told us. The truth which is going to change the way you think about acidity. You know what? The truth is actually the opposite of what we have been believing all our entire lives. Get ready, this is going to surprise you. Yes, we have always been taught that acidity is caused by high stomach acid, right? But for 95% of people, it is actually low stomach acid. Yes, it is low stomach acid and not high stomach acid. Wait, you don't trust me? Listen to it from doctors themselves. Let me show you a quick video from Dr. Gupta, who is a renowned gastroenterologist.
You've been lied to. Acidity isn't caused by too much stomach acid. It's actually caused by too little. When stomach acid is low, your body can't digest food properly, leading to fermentation, gas, and that burning sensation you call heartburn. This low stomach acid keeps the upper sphincter, the door between your esophagus and stomach, open. Result, you get GERD. Big Pharma pushes antacids, but they're treating the symptom, not the cause. This lie has been sold to you for decades. You don't need antacids for acidity because they lower the already low acid. Don't just fix the acidity by taking antacids. Correct the real root cause, which is low stomach acid.
And my dear friends, not just Dr. Gupta, but hear it from Dr. Eric Berg as well.
Here's the biggest lie. When you have acid indigestion, heartburn, acid reflux, those problems are a problem of too much acid. That is the lie. In reality, most of those problems are really being caused by a lack of acid or an acid that's not very acidic. If you're operating off of this information that you need to get rid of your acid to fix any one of these problems, then you're going to be in a heap of trouble.
Yes, my dear friends, when the stomach acid is low, your food does not digest properly. It sits there longer. It starts fermenting, rotting, producing toxins. And this toxin pressure which pushes whatever little acid you have in your stomach upwards. Now, if your courage is enough, I want to show you what is inside your body, what can inside your body look like when you have acid reflux. If you have the courage to watch it, please type C in the chat box. Come on. Yes, if you have the courage to see what is exactly happening inside your body when you have acid reflux, type C in the chat box. Otherwise, my dear friends, if you don't have the courage, I request you to please close your eyes. Okay, please close, because what I'm about to show you is literally going to wake you up. These are the images, actual images of inside your body. Okay, this is what the inside of your body can look like when you're dealing with constant acid reflux, GERD, mucosal damage, or gastric erosion. Look carefully. The tissue looks raw, burnt. It's slowly eroding. The burning you feel on the outside, this is what it looks like on the inside. Now ask yourself, honestly, if this is happening inside your body, day after day, do you really think a medicine, a single pill, can fix this? Yes? Do you really think that will happen? I'm going to share another cause which most people have never even heard of. It's the biggest hidden cause behind all your chronic gut issues. It's called H. pylori. It's a type of bacteria that lives in your stomach, and once it enters your body, it hides in the deep stomach lining and slowly starts damaging your stomach from the inside. My dear friends, the symptoms of H. pylori are very regular, like acidity, burning, bloating, nausea, discomfort. So most people ignore it or keep popping antacids and medications, not knowing that they have a serious infection over here. But H. pylori weakens the stomach lining and inflames it over time, and it causes long-term damage, like H. pylori ulcers. Yes, and people with H. pylori ulcers have a much higher risk of developing gastric cancer than those with regular ulcers. So, my dear friends, this is not just about heartburn or bloating anymore. It's about understanding what's happening inside your body, because if it becomes something far more serious, then it will be a late stage. So, this is about understanding the big fat medical lie that most of us have been told for so many years, that acidity happens because there is too much stomach acid. You have high stomach acid, but that is not the reality. The reality is you have low stomach acid, because of which you're getting acidity. And in some people also it is linked to H. pylori infection. It is all about getting to the root cause and knowing this. That means the real problem was never excess acid, it was low stomach acid. Tell me honestly, my dear friends, how many of you are understanding the real reason behind your acidity for the first time today? Yes? Type F in the chat box if you are learning this for the first time. If this is an eye opener for you, if this shocked you, I didn't know that low stomach acid was the cause for my acidity and not high stomach acid. Yes? Type S in the chat box. Come on, let me know. Yes, yes. Thank you, my dear friends. And just like how low stomach acid we were kept in dark about, the we were kept in dark about the toxin pressure also. Yes, we just saw what the toxin pressure does inside the body, how it shows up as acidity, as bloating, as constipation, as heaviness, as headache. My dear friends, you see, these are not separate problems. These are all different reactions to the trapped toxin pressure that is getting created inside your body because of the undigested food sitting in your body. Yes, how many of you understood till here? Understood the cause behind acidity, which is low stomach acid, the big medical fat lie that I just told you the truth about, and the toxin pressure, which is giving you all the gut issues that you're facing. Yes, if you understood, type yes in the chat box. Drop in a quick yes in the chat box. Yes. Now, my dear friends, I'm going to show you some images, real images that might shock you. So please, if you're scared of it, close your eyes. But today I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I am going to show you what really is happening and how dangerous it is. When you're experiencing acidity caused by toxins, what you feel the outside is just a symptom. But this is what it can actually look like on the inside. See the constant swelling, the frequent pain you keep ignoring. It could be something much more serious, something that looks like this. And the longer it stays inside, my dear friends, the more damage it creates silently. And not just about acidity. How many of you have constipation, bloating, diarrhea, gas? Type me in the chat box. Come on, let me know. Yes, you might think that it's just little diarrhea or some constipation, maybe occasional bloating and gas. But on the inside, this is what it can actually look like. Look at the images. Yes, look at the inflammation, damage to the gut lining, toxins which are building up. How many of you now understand the toxic waste inside your body, creating all the different gut issues? Yes, if you understand this, type me in the chat box. If you understand what it really looks inside your body. Yes? Okay. Yes, I can see in the chat box many of you have questions. My dear friends, all of you who have questions, please write it down and ask it in the chat box at the end of the session. Okay, we are going to have a proper question and answer round after this webinar is completed. Okay, great. Great. My dear friends, now that you understand what is the toxin pressure and how it is harming you, how many of you would like to know how many toxins are inside your body right now? Yes? Type me in the chat box. Come on, type me in the chat box if you want to know how many toxins you have in your body currently. Yes, okay. You're curious? Okay, let's test. Let's take a test to know your toxic score. Let's do a toxin score test. Okay, everybody ready? Yes? Before beginning, let me tell you how the quiz will go and look like. Okay, my team will share a link in the chat box to the detox quiz, and you will click on that link, open the quiz in a browser, then you will start answering the questions. We are going to complete this quiz together. Okay, you don't have to do it alone. Every question I am going to read it for you, explain it to you. You're going to answer it together. Okay, there are 11 questions and we will have 5 options to choose from for every question. Look at the screen here. Can you see? Let me on the cursor. Okay. First option is never. Okay, never means not at all. Never even once in your life have you ever felt this. When you look at rarely means once or twice in 15 days. Okay, sometimes means once or twice every single week you're experiencing that problem. Daily means you're having that problem every single day, and always will mean that you're having that problem throughout the day, sometimes even more than once a day, multiple times a day. Okay, what you need to do is you need to scroll this bar. Okay, whatever option is correct according to your issue and condition, answer to that question, scroll this bar and then click on the next question. Okay, we are going to do this together. Understood? If you understood the rules, please type R in the chat box. Come on. Yes, only then my team will share the link. If you are ready and understood, type R in the chat box. Ready? Okay. Here we go. Okay, here's the link in the chat box. Yes, my team has just shared the link to the quiz in the chat box. Click on it. This is how the page will open up. Let's open it in the browser. Yes, everyone. Okay. Let's wait for a few seconds. Don't start the quiz yet. Let's wait for everyone to open the quiz. Okay, I think everyone must have clicked on the link and opened the quiz now. Yes. Let's start the quiz together. First question. Do you experience stomach heaviness or discomfort after meals? Okay, this will include bloating, sluggish, the feeling, uncomfortable feeling after eating. Whatever is your answer, scroll the bar. Here I have scrolled it at daily. If it feels sometimes you experience stomach heaviness, scroll your bar till sometimes. If you feel it always, please select always. Okay, done with that question. Let's move to the next question. Second question, do you feel like your bowel movements are incomplete? Okay, the sensation that you haven't fully emptied your bowels. Do you get that feeling? If you get it always, then please scroll till always. If you get it sometimes, pull it at sometimes. Rarely, okay, once or twice in 15 days. Sometimes, once or twice in a week. Daily, almost every day I get this feeling. Okay, done everyone? Okay, let's move to the next question. Third question, do you experience constipation or irregularity? Okay, do you have difficulty passing stools or you have irregular bowel movements? Maybe you pass stool once in 2 days, once in 3 days. Sometimes it's not that regular, correct? If it's sometimes, daily, always, rarely or never, please select your answer. Okay, done everyone? Okay, let's move ahead. The fourth question, do you feel low energy or mental tiredness despite having adequate rest? Okay, do you feel fatigue even after you have a full night's sleep? Do you feel there is no energy? Correct? If this happens sometimes, please select it. Rarely or never, daily or always. Please select your correct answer. Okay? Done selecting this, done with the fourth question. Let's move ahead. Click on the next question. Fifth question. Do you have trouble with sleep quality? Okay. Do you have any trouble falling asleep? Difficulty with staying asleep or waking up refreshed? Yes, refreshed. Select your answer. Never, rarely, sometimes, daily, always. If you have trouble with sleep quality. Okay. Done everyone? Let's move to the next question. The sixth question. Do you experience bloating or gas after meals? Okay. Type in your answer if you experience gas or bloating, uncomfortable feeling or gas in your abdomen after eating. Never, rarely, sometimes, daily, always. When you're done, quick click on the next question. Done everyone? Let's move. Seventh question. Do you feel irritable or emotionally sensitive? Yes. Are you sensitive to mood changes? Do you have emotional mood swings? Irritability or heightened emotional responses? If you have it never, rarely. If you have it sometimes, scroll the bar till there. If you have it daily, answer there or always. Done everyone? Let's move to the next question. Do you experience, the eighth question, do you experience acidity or heartburn? All of the people who selected said acidity in the poll. Please type what is the frequency. Do you feel it rarely? Sometimes? Do you feel it daily? Do you always have it? Morning, evening, afternoon, all the time I have acidity. Yes? Okay. Done everyone? Let's move to the next question. Do you depend on tablets or supplements daily for acidity, constipation, gas? Are you taking a lot of medications and supplements to just feel normal? Yes? Type in your answer. Regular use of medicines or supplements. Correct? Okay, yes, never, rarely, sometimes. Click in your answer. Done everyone? Okay, let's go to the next question. 10th question. Do you often find yourself overthinking or feeling on edge? Okay, meaning your thoughts are constantly racing. You have anxiety. You have constant mental restlessness. Do you feel that, my dear friends? Type it. How often do you feel? Do you feel it never? Do you feel it rarely? Do you sometimes feel it? Do you feel it daily, all the time? Or do you always feel it? Morning, evening, afternoon, night. Whenever you go to sleep, you have these thoughts. Whenever you wake up, you have these thoughts. Yes? Answer accordingly. Done, everyone? Let's move to the next question. The last question. Do you experience brain fog or body heaviness? Okay? What is brain fog? You suddenly forget what you're talking about. There is nothing, no thought, and you don't know what you're talking about. Mid sentence, you forget. Sometimes while doing some work, you forget what is the next thing that you had thought about. Yes? Does your body feel heavy? Not able to wake up? Difficulty? Yes, physical sluggishness, mental cloudiness. Do you feel that? Never. No. Tell me the frequency. Select the frequency. If it's never, rarely, sometimes, daily, always. Okay, done, everyone? All right. All right. Click on the next option. Click on the next question. We are done here. Now, this is the page that will come up. Add in your details, your full name, your email address, and your phone number. Okay? Everyone, I'll give you a few seconds. And click on See My Detox Score. Yes, click on it. Okay. When you're done answering all the 11 questions and you fill your details, you will get to see your toxin score like this. I want everyone to share their toxin score here in the chat box. Okay? What is your toxin score? Put it in the chat box. Yes, come on. Okay, 28, 33. Okay, 40. Okay. 26, 39. 37, 41. 42, 44. Okay, okay. Yes. All right, all right. Let me know your toxic score in the chat box. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, okay. I think all of you have told me I've answered the toxic score in the chat box. Yes. Now that you have answered, you have the score. My dear friends, are you ready to see what this toxic score means inside your body? Yes, how does it look inside your body? May I have your permission to show you how this toxin score looks inside your body? Yes, if I have your permission to show you what your score means, how it looks inside, please type P in the chat box. If I have your permission to show you what this score actually means. Yes, thank you. Thank you, my dear friends, for allowing me. My dear friends, if your score is between 0 and 10, this means your toxin score is low. Congratulations. Your body is healthy. It's doing a great job keeping things under control. Just keep your habits sharp and you will stay healthy. Okay? Now, if your score is between 11 and 20, this is your yellow alert. Yes, this means toxins have started building up in your body. Your body is trying to heal, but something is blocking the process. This is the classic stage where you start feeling the acidity, low energy, bloating, poor sleep. My dear friends, if you fix this right now, you can prevent more bigger issues later. Okay? Then, but if your score is between 21 and 44, my dear friends, this means your toxin load is very, very high. This is a red flag. Your body is overloaded. It is tired. It is struggling just to function. And this is why your symptoms are coming back. My dear friends, if your toxin score is high, even if you don't have a serious disease right now, you are moving towards one. Because with this much internal waste and toxic load, your body becomes the perfect environment for serious health problems. Your body attracts all these conditions, these health problems inside you. You attract issues like ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, esophagitis, Barrett's esophagus, GERD, esophageal erosion, gastric erosion, and even the damage to your intestinal villi, the part that absorb your food. My dear friends, this is your wake up call. Your body needs immediate support right now before things truly get worse. Okay? And for those of you who have questions about your toxic score, please write it down. I know many of you might have the doubts about your toxic score and Tanvi, how to reverse it. What if I'm in the high zone? I'm in the average zone. What to do? Yes, I know. I understand your worries. I understand your questions. Please park your questions, write it down somewhere. In the end of this webinar, we are going to have a question and answer round. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you what your toxin score can actually do if you start dangerous it is. Your toxin score is not just a number, it is a serious warning. When there is too much toxic waste inside your body, it becomes the perfect place for harmful things to grow. Your body, my dear friends, is moist, correct? It's humid, it's 37 degrees Celsius inside your body. And when it is full of toxins and undigested waste, in that environment, things start living. Look at this. These are real parasites living inside the human gut. They sit inside your small intestine, my dear friends, and they absorb all the nutrients and they release toxins inside your system. This is what causes many of your symptoms you are currently having. And you know what? These parasites, they grow quietly. They multiply every single day and they are hidden. This is not a small problem, my dear friends. It's a silent takeover happening inside your body. And do you think your gut medicines are going to save you from this? Yes. How many of you thought that okay, then we don't. It's okay. I'll take just medication, gut medication for it. Yes. Do you think that? Do you think like that? Let me burst that bubble for you because studies have shown that many gut medicines only mask the symptom. They will not fix your gut imbalance. And even more than that, they are going to make it worse. This is not just me saying it. There are papers proving this. So if you think that, oh, my hero, my saving hero, my savior is the gut medicine, one medicine every day that I take is going to take care of it. No, it is going to make things worse for you. And my dear friends, when you do this, and when these parasites are ignored, because you're just taking medications which are not removing it, the problem gets worse. My dear friends, these are real videos of doctors pulling parasites out from the human body. Right now, many people are carrying parasites in their gut. Okay, there are fungi, harmful bacteria, even worms. These bacteria are feeding, multiplying, and damaging your system silently. If you ignore them long enough, your gut will begin to break down like a rotten pipe clogged from the inside. Look at this video. I will show you different stages of how your gut looks like from inside. This is how a healthy gut looks like. Okay, look how smooth it is. Now, if you are experiencing irregular stool, how your gut will look like from inside. See all the dirty waste, undigested food, sticky liquid sticking to the inside of your gut. Just look at that. This is not a clean gut. Okay? Then look at this. If you are having parasites, meaning if you have high toxin score, there are parasites living inside your body. Look at these parasites. These parasites are eating your nutrition meant for your body and they are releasing toxins in your body. Look at the internal health, the health of the skin. If you get something as candidiasis, this is how it will look like from inside. My dear friends, without a deep clean, your gut will look like a rotten pipe. And this information will be the source for all your problems, which is destroying you from inside out. And you know what can happen if you continue to ignore your digestive problems? What are the consequences of not treating your digestive problems for long? Let me tell you. When your gut issues are ignored for too long, like you have done till now, till today's webinar, this is the final stage. My dear friends, part of your organs may need to removed. Yes, may need to be removed. You might need a surgery. Some people might need a tube to insert in their stomach. Weekly, they might need injections or they might even need so many medications just to survive. Do you know, when you have acidity or when you go to the extreme case of acidity GERD, doctors suggest sphincter surgery to you. You know what is the cost of sphincter surgery, single sphincter surgery in India? Let me tell you, it costs around 7 to 12 lakh rupees. Yes, and you know what? This is not the difficult part. The difficult part is there is no guarantee of full recovery. Meaning, no doctor, no one, no healthcare professional will give you a guarantee that even after spending all this money, that you will not get acidity back. No, nobody will give you that guarantee. My dear friends, I'm telling you this because all of these problems, they don't happen overnight. They are result of the small problems that you're facing today. Acidity, constipation, bloating, gas, all of this when you are ignoring it for years. People who are suffering from gastritis, peptic ulcers, esophagitis, if you continue to make the same mistake, it is going to lead to esophageal cancer. If you suffer from chronic acid reflux or GERD, my dear friends, you're playing with fire. Yes, constant acid burn can lead to Barrett's esophagus, which is where your body changes its own tissue and is the last warning sign before esophageal cancer, something as deadly as esophageal cancer. My dear friends, this is why I am being so direct with you today, because ignoring this signs will always come at a cost. And this cost is not about only your health. It is a cost of money. It is also money. It is time. It is peace of mind. Yes. How many? Do you think I'm right? Right? It's not just the money that you spend in the hospital. It's the time that you spend, the peace of mind, everything that you spend on all of this. Correct? Tell me. I want to know how much money have you already spent in the last year just to fix this problem. Yes, type it in the chat box. In the hospital visits, blood tests, medications, consultations, home remedies. How much money have you spent till now? Yes, 5,000 rupees, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 50,000 rupees. Oh my god, that is so much. And I'm sorry if you have spent so much money on this already. Tell me, how many of you got permanent relief from spending all of this money? Yes, did you get permanent relief? Or did you only get temporary relief and the same problem kept coming back again? Yes, did it happen? Correct? This is the reality for most of the people, my dear friends. Many people, they look at this, my dear friends. Many people do all of this. Even one endoscopy costs you around 4,000 to 5,000 rupees. Correct? If you go to do a blood test today, correct? If you do full body blood reports, easily you're going to spend 8,000 to 10,000 rupees. And all of this money that you're spending is not for healing. This is just finding out what is happening inside your body. Correct? And then, even after spending all of this money, what happens? You go to the doctor, you wait 1 hour, and you get 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. And in those 5 minutes, nobody explains you what exactly you should eat, what to stop, how to repair, how to build habits, what routine to follow, how to manage stress. Nobody will explain this. Nobody can in those 5 minutes, right? They will just give you more medicine. That is it. Tell me in the chat box how many of you how many of you has this happened? Type M in the chat box. Yes, has this happened with you as well? Correct? Yes, my dear friends, I know how it feels when you don't get the right guidance in one place. You're left on your own to feel confused, helpless, and forced to keep jumping from one solution to another. Correct? You do one test here, one doctor there, one diet suggestion from YouTube, one home remedy from relatives. You know what happens in this whole cycle? You become tired, you become frustrated, and slowly you start believing that maybe this is my life now. My dear friends, this belief is dangerous. Do you also believe that this is your life now? Type Y in the chat box. Yes. If you have ever said this line in your life, tired of finding the solution, please type Y in the chat box. Yes. My dear friends, this is not your reality. Please don't mistake this for your reality. Today, I am giving you an opportunity to change this. Tell me, who are here to ready to stop managing symptoms, change this situation, and help the body heal properly? Type me in the chat box. Yes? Who here wants to flush these toxins, reclaim their health in the next 30 days, and stop from happening in the body? Yes? Type me in the chat box. Who here is tired of their life around this problem and wants to take control of their health again? If you're ready to stop this rot, type me in the chat box. Yes, yes. My dear friends, there is a natural solution. How many of you want to know the natural solution? Yes, if you're ready to know the natural solution, my dear friends, the only natural solution on this planet to get relief from acidity and all your gut issues is reactivating your natural healing ability. Yes, reactivating your natural healing ability. How do we activate? How do we help the gut repair itself the way it's meant to? Let me tell you. My dear friends, with extensive research, we have developed a system called as Natural Healing Protocol. Yes, and more than 15,000 of people have already come out of acidity and digestive issues using this method. People who suffered from years finally found relief once their gut was reset, just like how my father did. Because, my dear friends, I didn't want to to just stop at my father's acidity. I wanted to understand why it ever began and I wanted to share it with others. Correct? This is the secret that changed my father's life. And the same way, you can change your life too. You don't have to live with acidity, my dear friends, or your gut issues. You can heal. How many of you want to know that secret? Yes? Type me in the chat box if you want to know the secret that changed my father's life, that changed the way we look at gut issues today. The body can heal. If you want to know that secret, type me in the chat box. Correct? Yes, let me share you. Yes. My dear friends, that secret is the two-phase healing approach. Yes, the phase one of it is detox, and the second phase is healing. That is it. Why detox first? What does detox mean? Let me tell you. My dear friends, if your house has garbage inside your body, inside that house for many years, and you just paint the wall, will the bad smell go away? Tell me in the chat box. Answer to me. Yes, will the bad smell go away if you just paint the walls with the garbage inside? No, right? Likewise, when your body also has garbage that is stored as undigested waste, because of which your toxin score is high, and a high toxin score is an invitation to serious life-threatening diseases. So, your first step, what should it be? It should be to lower these toxins, right? Correct? How many of you agree with me? How many of you want to lower your toxin score? Want to know how to lower it? Type L in the chat box. Come on. If you want to lower the toxin score, please type L in the chat box. Yes? Okay. How do we lower the toxin score in the body? By doing the step 1 in the natural healing protocol, which is detox. Yes. Detox is nothing but lowering your toxin score by flushing all the toxins out from your body. How do we do it? By following a simple detox diet, including easy detox juices, natural supplements. Everything in this detox is home friendly and safe. Okay? And after the detox, your system is clean of all the toxins and waste. Waste has gone down to 0%, toxins are gone down to 0%. But wait, something is still there. Can you see what is still there? Yes, it's your gut damage. Gut damage is still there from years of medications, random advice, acidity, constipation. It is still there. So how do we remove that? What do you need to do to reverse this gut damage? How many of you want to know how do we reverse the gut damage? Type R in the chat box. Yes, if you want to reverse these years of gut damage. Correct? Okay, let me share. We need to heal it. Yes, heal your gut damage. Then you might ask, why not heal in the detox? How many have this question? Yes, type I in the chat box if you have this question. Why not heal in the detox? Yes, let me tell you why, my dear friends. If you break a bone, do you expect it to heal in 10 days? Tell me, if today you break a bone, tomorrow will you be able to walk? No, right? Even after you put a plaster, the bone will take at least 1 or 2 months to heal, to rebuild. Correct? My dear friends, if a bone needs months to heal, why are we expecting our gut, which works every single day, to heal in just few days? Correct? That is why healing takes more time. Healing is the second step of your natural healing protocol, where we repair your digestion, strengthen the gut, make sure that your gut issues never come back again. And this process cannot be rushed. That is why healing takes more time than detox. And you know what? What happens outside? When I know many of you must have tried everything out and you did not get results and you came here finding for answers. What do people do outside? Most people do one thing, only one thing. Some will do just detox, then will stop. Some will just change the diet without cleaning your body first. And that is why you will never feel better for a long time. You will feel better for some time, but all your gut issues will come back. But at Heal Easy, we don't do half work. First, we clean your system, we flush out the toxins, and then we heal your gut, we heal your body. And that is why your results will last. You will never have to go back to having the same gut problems again. Yes. So tell me, my dear friends, are you ready to stop your dependency on medications? Correct? Type me in the chat box. Are you ready to reverse all your gut issues? Yes? If you are ready, type R. Are you ready to clean your gut and heal it the right way? Type R in the chat box. Come on, let me know. Are you ready to have gut issues, to never have gut issues ever again in your life? Then type, yes, I am ready in the chat box with me. Type, say it out loud. Yes, I am ready. Yes, I am ready. Type it in the chat box. Let me know. Let people know that you are ready. Type, yes, I am ready in the chat box. Say it out loud. Yes, let me see who all are ready. Yes, type it down. Type it down. Let's see who all are ready to heal, to reverse all their gut issues. Yes. Now, for those my dear friends who are ready, I have a special surprise. Yes. How many of you loved getting surprise? Yes. Do you want to know what is this surprise? Type as in the chat box. Yes. Okay. Okay. The surprise is, what if I tell you that you can start your healing journey today itself? How many of you want to start their healing journey today in this workshop? Type H in the chat box. Yes, if you want to start healing right here itself in this webinar today. Awesome, awesome. For those who typed H in the chat box, my dear friends, I am going to share 4 simple healing tools that will instantly reduce your acidity. Okay? Make sure you get your notebook and pen. First remedy is the cooling licorice drink. Licorice helps soothe and protect the gut lining. It repairs it, it heals it. Okay, what you have to do? Take 250 ml of water, add 1 tablespoon of licorice powder, boil it on low flame from 10 minutes, strain it and have it on an empty stomach. Okay, this drink is going to heal your entire stomach and esophagus lining while saving you from acidity. Okay, there is a recommendation, but it is not recommended for people who have uncontrolled blood pressure, serious heart or kidney conditions, fluid retention, lung fluid retention, or if you are pregnant. Okay. Second healing tool is fat first in the morning. What you have to do as soon as you wake up, take 1 teaspoon of ghee or coconut oil. Okay. This will help wake up your digestion. It will help reduce acidity and it will prepare your gut to handle food better throughout the day. Okay. Now, tell me before moving to the next healing technique, tell me in the chat box, how many of you are suffering from acidity right now? Had acidity just before the webinar this morning or last night? Type me in the chat box. Yes. Recently had acidity, tell me before just attending this webinar. Type me now. My dear friends who typed me in the chat box, would you like to join a short breathing session during this webinar to get some relief here? Yes, type yes in the chat box if you like to feel relief in this webinar itself. Yes, alright, my dear friends. The third healing tool that I'm going to share with you, that we are going to do together in this webinar, is Shitali Pranayam. Yes, this is a very simple breathing technique. Shitali Pranayam will help cool the body from inside. So whenever you have acidity you feel, especially at night, drink some water, sit comfortably and do 5 to 7 rounds of Shitali Pranayam and you would instantly feel the change. Okay? How to do it? I am going to show you a video of how to do it and then we'll do it together. Yes? How many of you would love that? Type L in the chat box. If you want to do it together in this webinar, feel the healing power and get instant relief from acidity for now. Yes, yes. Okay, let's see the video. Okay, understood everyone? Yes. Now I want all of you to do this with me, okay? Very simple. Sit comfortably in your chair if you're sitting. Keep your back straight. Get your hands in Jnana Mudra. Keep it on your knees. Alright? I want everyone your jaw gently, teeth touching each other. Give me a big smile. Feel the space opening on the side of your mouth. Now slowly inhale from the sides of your cheek and make a hissing sound like. Close your mouth and slowly exhale through your nose. Let's do this 3 more times. I'll count with you. Inhale, make the hissing sound. Close your mouth and exhale through your nose. Again, inhale through your teeth. Close your mouth. Slowly exhale through your nose. Last time. Inhale, your mouth, teeth closed. Close your mouth. Slowly release through your nose. Very good. Notice how your body feels now. This pranayama helps to cool the system and calm acidity. Wherever you get acidity at night, my dear friends, drink a little bit of water first and do this breathing technique at least 5 to 7 times. Yes, this will change the way you are feeling acidity. Okay? Now, how many of you want me to share the 4th healing tool? Yes, let's learn the 4th healing tool to reduce acidity is Shitali Pranayam. We learned Shitkari Pranayam. Now this is Shitali Pranayam. Okay? Shitali Pranayam will give your esophagus a cooling sensation and it will soothe your nervous system, reduce your pain, your stress, blood pressure. Okay? As Shitkari Pranayam, I will show you a video and then we will do it 4 times. Okay? One note, before starting, people who have cough or tonsillitis, please avoid doing this. Okay? Let's see how to do it.
Shitali Pranayam. Sitting in any comfortable position, place the hand on the knees in Jnana Mudra. Close your eyes. Now, roll up the tongue and shape it as a tube. Inhale backward into the tongue. Take the tongue inside the mouth and close the mouth. Then slowly exhale through the nostrils, remaining aware of the area used for smelling. This is 1 round of Shitali Pranayam.
Yes, understood everyone? We need to take our tongue out, roll it into tube-like structure. Inhale through that tube-like structure. Close our mouth and then exhale slowly through our nose. Okay? Let's begin. Sit comfortably again. Hands on your knees, Jnana Mudra. Now for this, slowly close your eyes with me. Yes? Now extend your tongue and roll the sides to form a tube. Breathe in slowly and deeply through that tube, like tongue. Close your mouth. Exhale slowly through your nose. Let's repeat. Extend your tongue out. Roll the sides to form a tube. Slowly breathe in through that tongue. Close your mouth. And release the breath through your nose. 2 more times. Extend your tongue out. Roll the sides to form a tube. Inhale slowly and deeply through that tube. Close your mouth and release the breath through your nose. Let's do 1 more time. Extend your tongue, roll the sides. Breathe in slowly and deeply from that tube-like tongue. Close your mouth. Release the breath through your nose. Now, slowly inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. One more time. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Keep doing it. Keep your eyes closed for a few more minutes. Don't open it. Keep breathing slowly through your nose. Keep your eyes closed. And as you keep breathing with me, bring your attention to your stomach and your gut. Imagine the acidity is slowly settling down. Imagine your chest and stomach is feeling cool and comfortable. Now imagine your bowel movements are becoming regular. Constipation is slowly easing away. Your body is clearing the waste easily and naturally. You don't need anything. You feel light after going to the toilet. Imagine the bloating has reduced. Your stomach feels flatter. You do not feel tight or uncomfortable. You're wearing the clothes without worry. Imagine you're eating the favorite food that you love and you eat it peacefully. You're enjoying your food. You're not afraid of what will happen. Just notice how relaxed your body feels when digestion is supported properly. This is how healing feels. Now, slowly, when you're ready, open your eyes. Welcome back, my healers. Yes, welcome back. Type it in the chat box. How are you feeling? Yes, type it in the chat box. How are you feeling? Peaceful, cooling, yes, calming. Wonderful, wonderful. My dear friends, was this useful? Was this workshop useful, webinar useful to you? Please type you in the chat box if you feel this workshop, this webinar was useful. Did you learn something new today that you didn't know before? Yes. Type you in the chat box if you learned something new. Yes, my dear friends. Yes, correct, correct. My dear friends, these are just 2 to 3 things. Just 5% of what we teach. In our program, we go much deeper into every gut issue. You just learn few techniques, healing techniques for acidity. Like that, we have techniques for constipation, gas, bloating, every other gut issues. We have so many healing techniques. Yes. And with 10 plus detox drinks, full guided routine, your one on one support, we give everything to you. My dear friends, it's not possible to teach everything here, right, in 2 hours. So now, if I have your permission, I'm asking for your permission to just spend the next 10 minutes to explain the program that we have created to help you start healing. If you have your permission, please type Y in the chat box. Yes, in this, we are going to show you 8 powerful techniques that will help reduce your medications in just 10 days. How many of you would like to know that? If it helps to live your medicine free life. If you're here, my dear friends, and are suffering from acidity, if you're suffering from acidity, digestive problems, if you want to come out of it without any side effects, if you want to enjoy your life fully like before, want good health, energy, and peace, this program is just for you. My dear friends, those of you who are not interested in knowing how the healing works, what is this program, and how to do it, please, I give you permission. I give you permission. Please respectfully leave right now with all the knowledge that you have received till now in this webinar. Okay? We are going to share all the bonus till now that we have discussed with you in the group. So please, is this program is only for people who really want to heal and lead a medicine free life. Yes? So if I have your permission, please type I in the chat box. Thank you, my dear friends. My dear friends, let me present to you the 10 days detox challenge that we have created for you. My dear friends, this is not a random diet, it's a powerful, proven, step by step healing experience. For 10 consecutive days, we guide you like a family, one step every time. Each day, you are going to learn one simple healing technique, and then that actually is going to work for your bloating, constipation, acidity, everything. You don't have to think, you just have to show up, follow the plan, and let your body do the healing. 10 days, one decision, and a chance to finally say goodbye to all your gut issues that you've been suffering from. My dear friends, we bring everything together in one single place to guide you step by step. So you don't have to waste your time, energy, and money on guessing. And instead, you can finally start healing. Yes, just take a look at what 10 days will look like. We will start with liquid detox. We'll move to resetting your all your meals, dinner, lunch, and breakfast. Then we will dive deep into your sleep, colon cleansing, and healing tools. My dear friends, it is a complete 360-degree transformation. Yes, in these 10 days, we don't give you a plan, we give you a full system. We give you 6 powerful components to heal your gut step by step. What are the 6 components? First, you get 10 live detox sessions. You get a personalized detox plan. You get one on one expert guidance. You get 10 morning wellness sessions. So you get stress detox session and you get emotional healing tools. All of this in these 10 days. Yes, my dear friends, most people try to fix their health alone without realizing the hidden cost involved. Tell me, if you do this alone, I'm going to tell you if you were to build this system, this kind of healing system of all these components outside, what it would cost you. Okay, let's start. If you first a single hour with any professional expert will cost you around 5,000 rupees. Okay, and let's not forget the time that you spend typically 1 to 2 weeks to get into appointment with them. Correct? Then, if you go to a professional to guide you for 1 hour every single day during the detox, you would pay 1,500 rupees per session. Correct? But healing is not a one time event. Correct? It's a daily activity. So, if you want any professional to sit with you for just 1 hour every day for 10 days, at even a modest rate, someone is charging you 1,500 rupees, the 10 days are going to cost you 15,000 rupees. Okay? Let's not forget the workouts, the gut health, everything. Now, when you add a gut specialist and yoga expert for some physical movement, even at a budget rate, if you book someone for 500 rupees per hour, 10 days of support will add another 5,000 rupees to your journey. Now, as I said, healing begins with a mindset change. We can never ignore the mind. So, to release your emotional blocks anywhere with a psychologist, even if you sit for 10 sessions, you are looking at an investment of at least 10,000 rupees. Correct? Then you get if you want a customized diet plan of then how to do it. If you want a diet plan with step by step instruction tailored specifically to your body type, if you go outside, this professional plan like this will cost you another 5,000 rupees. Then, if you want to look at the root cause, actual reason why you're sick, the root cause analysis, I know people who are doing it outside who are charging you rupees 5,000 just to find a source of your problem, just this one analysis call. Then, if you want constant accountability and constant support to make sure you don't quit in these 10 days, if you want that kind of 24 by 7 coaching, it is at least worth 5,000 rupees. Then think about it. If you go outside and do even a single comprehensive blood test at a lab, my dear friends, how much is it costing? Today it is costing more than what I am talking about. People are spending 8 to 10,000 rupees just for the reports. And these reports are not the solution. These are just the diagnosis of what is happening in your body. My dear friends, if you do all of this, okay, if you do all of this alone, just do the calculation, it will collectively cost you around 50,000 rupees. Yes, 50,000 rupees. And still, you will not get any clarity. Why? Because nobody told you what is happening and how to correct it. But, my dear friends, we don't want to charge you 50,000 rupees. No, we don't want to do that. Our mission is to make healing simple and affordable for everyone. Correct? So we are not offering all of this at 50,000 rupees. No, we are not going to do that. Not even at 20,000 rupees. We know not everybody can afford 20,000, right? It's a big amount. So we created a special price. Tell me how many of you want to know the special price? Yes, type S in the chat box if you want special price from me today in this webinar. Tanvi, we don't want to pay 20,000. Give us the special price. If you want the special price, please type S in the chat box. Yes? If my dear friends, if you directly buy this program from our website, it is going to cost you 10,000 rupees plus GST. Okay, not 20. Now the cost is 10,000 rupees if you go on the website and buy it from the website. This is the website price. Okay? But We are not stopping at 10,000. Since you attended this workshop, since you stayed with me till the end, and since you actually care about your health, I want to give you an even more special prize than the website price. So tell me how many of you want that? Even more special prize. Type E in the chat box. Come on. Comment in the chat box. Only then I'm going to share the even more special prize. Otherwise, you'll have to pay 10,000. Yes, if you want even more special prize, drop E in the chat box. Correct? My dear friends, I want to tell you why I am doing this. I don't want you to become like my father. He suffered, he was confused, he spent money in different places. But still, he didn't get the right guidance at right time. And you know what the painful truth is? When people delay their healing, the problems become bigger and bigger. I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want that to happen to your family. I don't want you to end up like my father, taking 10 to 15 tablets every single day. One for constipation, one for bloating, one for sugar, one for blood pressure, one for sleep. The list goes on and on and on. My dear friends, if you're still stuck in this cycle, this is God's way of giving you a chance, a second chance. Lakhs of people are suffering like this every day. You don't know, I get so many people who are suffering like you, who are depending on medications for every single thing. But no one is asking what's the root cause. The pharma industry will not want you to heal, doesn't want you to heal. They want you to become a lifetime customer. But you have come across something powerful today. This process is not just a detox, my dear friends. It's a way to break free. If you ignore it now, you may also become part of the 95% of people who suffer and depend on medicines for life. It's time to wake up. It's time to take control of your health naturally. Yes, because this is the best investment in your health. Yes, this is the best investment in your health. Not something that will change my life. Okay, this is not going to change my life at all. If you heal, will it benefit me? No. But something that can completely transform your life, correct? Then, for you, my dear friends, today, because you attended this webinar, you are not going to pay 50,000 rupees. No, you're not going to pay even 20,000. You can get the entire 10 days detox challenge system for just rupees 4,999 plus GST. Yes, you heard it right. The complete 10 days detox, deep detox is available for just rupees 4,999 plus GST. Think about this. This is less than the cost of a single blood test at a lab. And for the price of one report that just tells you what is wrong, you're getting a system, getting a 10-day system that starts fixing it. Now, my dear friends, would you like me to share the link to join this 10 days of detox challenge? Yes, my dear friends, if I have your permission to share the joining link, please type yes in the chat box. If I have your permission, only then will I share the link. Yes, okay, thank you, my dear friends. Yes, thank you so much. My team is now sharing the link in the chat box. It's time to take action. You see the QR code on your screen right now. There will be a link in the chat box as well. Please scan the QR code or click on the link. Complete the payment and join the detox program right now. Okay, complete it and fix your enrollment in this detox challenge. Once you pay, my dear friends, you will be redirected to our WhatsApp group and you will be guided by our team, okay, and me for the detox. Scan this QR code and join now. My dear friends, once you click on the link, you will be taken to this payment page and you will see the full price including the GST right here. You have to fill in your name, your email ID and your phone number and complete the payment to confirm your spot in this next detox batch. My dear friends, you will also see the start date of the upcoming batch on this page. If you're scanning the code, you can pay with UPI, credit card, debit card, net banking. Scan the QR code and you can pay by that as well. And my dear friends, if you are joining in the next 15 minutes, I am turning on the timer. Okay? Yes. So the timer is on. If you are joining, my dear friends, in the next 15 minutes, as long as the timer is running, the price will stay locked at 4,999 plus GST. Yes, the moment this timer ends, after 15 minutes, if you try to make the payment, the payment will automatically go back to the original website price of rupees 10,000. Why? Because we want people to act, we want action takers. I'm telling this very honestly, okay? In detox, I don't want people who are not going to show up for their health, who just want to be there, spend money, and who don't want to do anything. No. This 15 minutes are specifically for action takers who want to take control of their health. Type C in the chat box. My dear friends, let me know who all want to take control of their health. Yes, type C in the chat box if you want to take control. If you want to stop your gut issues, reverse them. For those people, if you're action taker, my dear friends, this prize is going to be only active for the first 15 minutes. So if you have been thinking, deciding, waiting for the sign, this is it. Join now, lock in at 4,999 plus GST, and let's together begin your 10 days of detox journey. I'm starting the timer now. Yes, it started. Yes. My dear friends, in the beginning of this session, I told you that I have a special bonus for you. Correct? How many of you want a special bonus? Worth rupees 1 lakh rupees. Yes, absolutely for free. Yes, how many of you would love that? Yes, I promised you something special, right? It's time to reveal it. My dear friends, for everyone who enrolls in this detox program within this 15 minutes, you will receive something nobody in the healthcare space, in the healthcare industry has ever done before. My dear friendship, my dear friends, this is the Heal Easy's silver membership with lifetime validity for free. Let me say that again. Membership is usually priced at 1 lakh rupees, but for today, for action takers, it's yours for free. It means you will get access to the full detox program once a year for your life. Yes, every single year for the next 10 to 20, 10, 20, even 30 years, you can do your detox again and again and again. Not just you, your family members can also do the detox without paying a single rupee. Yes, people in our community have paid even 1 lakh rupees for this. Yes, but today you are going to get this free. Tell me, is this something that holds price? Can you put a price tag on this? No, this is priceless. Today you get that for free. If you register in this 15 minutes, what will happen in this? This is your annual servicing for your body. You have a car, right? When you buy a car worth rupees lakhs, if you don't service it, how much worth does it be of? It won't stay worth those lakhs rupees, right? Its worth will start decreasing. If you go out, like if you search how much your organs are worth, your organs are worth 6 crore rupees. All of your body. You're a walking assets of 6 crore rupees. Now imagine if you're not maintaining your body properly every year, how much the worth is decreasing every year and how is it affecting your health. Correct? It is just like servicing your car every 6 months. In this silver membership, our team will guide you, remind you on every birthday that hey, it's time to detox again. And you'll get a personal call from us to keep your health on track. Because why? We care. I told you this is not going to benefit me. It's going to change your life. Because detox once a year will help you heal existing health conditions that you're having right now. It will prevent up to 50 to 80% of future diseases. It will add 7 to 12 years of to extra to your life. And it will not just the length, but the quality of your life. And my dear friends, no amount of money can buy you more years with your loved ones, right? But this detox can. So can you give that gift to yourself, to your family members? Yes. So if you are serious and you're ready, register now. You will get this silver membership gift worth rupees 1 lakh rupees free of cost. This is a once in a lifetime bonus and we are only offering today for those who take action in this 15 minutes. The clock is ticking. We just have 12 more minutes. Will you gift yourself a healthier, longer life or will wait until it's too late? The decision is yours. My dear friends, these are our members of our Heal Easy community, family, who relied on us, who took the decision to finally do it, who relied on medications for years, but now have gradually and safely healed from inside out. I have such a story from Dr. Sucheta, who was able to get so much improvements. I want you all to see her journey.
Yourself, yeah.
Myself, Dr. Sucheta Hotel. Actually, practicing allopathic medicine. I'm MBBS. Actually, I'm having some gastric issues and even colitis issues since 11 to 12 years. Last 12 years, and I'm taking some allopathy medicines also and homeopathy also. But when I did your 10 days detox activities, last 10 days, actually my upper gastric issues got solved. And it was very nice. Last 10 days were very nice actually. The detox juice, tea, then detox diet, and even the morning exercises, actually that helped me a lot. Thanks.
Such a wonderful result Dr. Sucheta has gotten here. My dear friends, in this 10 days, you're going to get 6 powerful components that will help your gut heal. What are those 6 components? You're getting 10 deep detox dive sessions, 10 days detox diet plan, one-on-one consultation with a senior nutritionist, 10 daily morning wellness sessions. You're getting emotional detox tools and stress detox session. I want to tell you what each of this component mean and what is included in all of it. Let's start with the first component, which is 10 deep detox live sessions. My dear friends, you will join me live for 10 full sessions every day in this 10 days of detox. Every day I'm going to tell you what to eat, what to avoid, what is your morning to night routine. Okay, you're never going to feel lost in these 10 days. And let me show you what these sessions look like. My dear friends, these are live Zoom sessions, 1 hour every single day. You don't have to travel anywhere. You can attend it from your home and we guide you